All right. I'm surprised Ada's not here. Ada's been lacking. She finally commented on my Zayne myth banner, and she was like, "I've passed away." All right. I think we can get started on this myth. If you guys are ready for the myth, I guess just put some. Are there white flowers? Put some white flowers in the chat. There has to be white flowers. Snowflakes. Summon Ada. Ada. We're summoning you! Oh, Miss Walker is so good. I might use the crate on Silas, though, because baby is struggling. Yeah, Silas is struggling so bad for me right now, too. Poor Sai. I need that dragon myth so bad. She's still recovering from the myth drop, I guess she is. She was like, I've changed religions and I've passed away. I can say I'm a strong companion lady. Or especially Caleb. Caleb's X02 is so strong though. It's so hard not to use X02. Snowflakes! Yes! We're getting ready. Remember, this is preparation for the sadness. Oh yeah, look at those. Some jasmines. I wish there was... So yes, pears! I forgot, he's a pear guy. Snowflakes. Not white, but this makes me feel... No! Lilith! Don't worry, we're gonna raise up those flowers. Then build Benizim. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and turn up the volume so you guys can hear it. As per usual, if you guys can't hear me, you can't hear the story, can't hear him talk, let me know. I will raise up the level. I think it should be good. Got your tissues ready? Okay, good. Good. I should probably get my own tissues, honestly. Okay, Tower of Secrets. This is in preparation for the sadness that is going to be bestowed upon us for Edge of Continuum. I have a feeling my theory for Edge of Continuum is that it's the start of the Tower of Secrets. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I'm sticking with. Is that it's the beginning of the Tower of Secrets. This is how the Foreseer comes to be. I can't hear you because I'm sobbing. That doesn't count, Dolly. This one is so sad. I don't think the new myth will top. I don't know. See, if they make Zayne cry, I'm gonna be a wreck. Okay. Chapter 1. Oh no, we're starting with that name already. That's so cool. And full of better TikToks. So that was actually my current theory too. So I'm interested. Okay, so everyone's on the same note that this next myth, he was crying. I know, but like now we're gonna hear him sob, and I don't know if I can handle it. Okay, so everyone's on the same theory that this is the start. The tower that they are in is the Tower of Secrets. Okay. Under Astra's command, may the Foreseer deliver his will, for that is his fate. Philos, Tome of the Foreseer. In the coldest regions of Philos, the Foreseer has resided in the Tower of Thorns since time immemorial. The almighty Astra bestowed his power upon him, unto him, ordering the Foreseer to act as an emissary for the divine. The royal family sends an envoy to the Tower of Thorns every 100 years to listen to the Foreseer's prophecies. Yet the Foreseer has not bestowed a prophecy to the royal family in hundreds of years. Envoys sent by His Majesty never return. Their whereabouts remain unknown to this day. Astra Derogator. Excuse me while I go practice my right for Astra. There's a rumor that the Foreseer has been perpetually frozen in an icy tomb. To him, 100 years is but a blink of an eye. And so, a new envoy travels through the snow and ice, entering his tower. It happens again and again, as it always has for the past thousands of years. But I am not a real envoy. I'm here to treat my illness. To do that, I must take the Creatio Protocore from the Foreseer's scepter. I have no other choice. Suppressing my anxiety, I walk into the massive room and bow respectfully. I am His Majesty's envoy, sent here to listen to the Foreseer's prophecy. My voice echoes through the empty room. I look up to see a man wearing a blue robe. He sits on a throne of ice as he holds the scepter. That must be the Foreseer. How strange. His body is ensnared in brambles. Thorns wrapping around his arms, legs, and chest. It would seem he's shackled to the throne. I slowly approach him. I see his head lowered, his eyes shut. He's encased in ice. Ooh, we're starting out. I forgot how early this is. Look at how peaceful he looks. The contrast before Foreseer must be. I know. There's no signs of life. 'Tis truly an icy tomb. Shall I take the Creatio Protocore? He's not looking. It's fine. Mine.
How impudent.
Foreseer? Is it my imagination playing tricks on me? Poke, poke.
It seems that those tomes you've gleaned through
Look at those eyes.
have taught you nothing about etiquette.
You're not actually frozen? He's not moving. Is he immobilized? Touch.
It seems you do not know what true horror is.
Shh. Just let me touch you. It's fine.
Your actions
Look at
are
him.
testing my patience.
Listen, you're frozen. It's Zayne. My pretty, pretty husband. Such a Beauty and the Beast type. Touch.
Do you know what happens when fools disrespect the Foreseer?
So, my first question is, hello, my lord. There she is. So my first question is does he not recognize her? If we're going off the theory, and this is what I'm going to go off of, is that the theory is that the next myth is going to be, if he doesn't recognize her, where does that place that next myth? If it's going to be before, well, I guess it would be before. So then if it's before and he already knows her. Oh, but does he lose his memory? He loses his memory too. I think it is. I love his voice
Winter
too.
punishes every wrongdoing in due time. But who exactly is in a bad situation?
You are. You're stuck in ice. If I recall, Astra sealed his memories of MC away. Okay, so specifically, he won't remember her. Okay. I think we learned that in here. Astra erases his memories. Okay, that's what I thought. It's more like Crystal.
You have a wild curiosity and a brazen tongue.
Okay. And your tongue is the winter's lover's embrace. Touch, touch, touch. Bad situation. I want to be here.
A punishment?
It's punishment time.
Fury? Those sorts of emotions I no longer have any use for.
Oh, see, I didn't recognize. Okay, so he says I don't have any. So does he just not feel emotion anyway then? I wonder if we're going to see a lot more emotion out of him in the new one then. This is such a great scene though.
I've played enough of your little games. You forget yourself, testing the limits of my benevolence.
Astra, meet me in the parking lot.
An honest death is not a suitable punishment for every pretender.
Face you makes me say who exactly is in a bad situation. I'll join you. Don't worry, Astra can't take on all of us. Before I can react, a cold sensation coils around my feet. I look down and see frost climbing up my legs. I think at this point he was being controlled by Astra for so long that he had forgotten how to be remotely human. Okay. That actually makes sense.
Tell me, do you know the fate of thieves who sought the Creatio Protocore?
Ice reaches my neck and is like a cold hand that tightly grips my throat. Without sparing a glance, the Foreseer walks past me. He disappears into the shadows. He feels emotion. It's just Astra punishing him for so long that I think he suppresses his emotions. Okay. So which Denny's are going to be left behind? Well, where are you going? Foreseer? No chance. Shh, Dolly, we need to, poker face. I'll bring the face. The crystals cover my mouth, sealing it. The next time I open my eyes, sunlight drifts through the window adorned with roses. He left me here for the night. The Foreseer sits on his throne, reading a book. The sun's glow casts an illusion of softness on his cold demeanor. Foreseer? Fine morning we have today. He doesn't look at me. It seems he won't even give me the chance to explain myself. You've been encased in ice for ages, but you still read on that throne. Shouldn't you be tired of the world's greatest chair after sitting there for hundreds of years?
You may try it yourself, then inform me of your findings.
Okay, wait! No, that reminds me of Iceborne Warmth, where she actually sits in the throne. The Foreseer turns another page of his book. No, I can't feel my body at the moment. I have yet to eat anything after entering the Tower of Thorns. Could I choose my words carefully, yet he still doesn't look up.
A human can survive for 7 days without food.
Zayne.
Given your stubborn character, you should live for an extra 2 days.
Brat tamer. You're not going to leave me here frozen for 9 days, are you? I choke up. My eyes begin to tear.
Are those tears of your remorse?
Alright, I'm not His Majesty's envoy. I'm here to ask for a prophecy of my future. Every prophet I've consulted says I have 3 years left to live. I refuse to believe them. He finally looks up from his book. I'm telling the truth this time.
Indeed, they are delusional.
Have you scryed my fate, Foreseer?
To disguise yourself as the king's envoy and sneak into the Tower of Thorns, you certainly have less than 3 years.
I love Brat Tamer Zayne. I know I would be so annoyed. Same though. I'll be safe to be around Zayne. Foreseer talking shit. He's so special to me. Did he call me delulu? Foreseer, I can't. Ice covers my mouth again. The Foreseer resumes his reading. So rat I will be. You gotta be a brat and very dramatic at the same time. So like when he tells you no, you have to like flop over his lap and be like, oh. An endless silence returns to the throne room. Nightfall greets the tower. Taking the place of sunlight, moonlight shines into the room. Today is the first day of my punishment for entering the Tower of Thorns. I've come to realize, after being frozen here, it is nigh impossible to warm the heart of a demigod who lives in these rime-kissed lands. His what, Mary? His lap. Dolly. I've turned on the waterworks in defiance. You gotta flop on it. You gotta wait a second. Don't take that out of context. In the middle of the night, I am awoken by a radiant flash. Golden words float before me. They are the magics cast by the Foreseer's book. Is he looking for something? The Foreseer stares at the words, brow furrowed. He is not happy with what he's seeing. I try to utter a sound. The Foreseer remains unmoved.
Do you wish for your mouth to be sealed once more?
That's a book about guardianing, is it not? I also adore flowers. His wintry gaze falls on my face.
Your mouth is only capable of spouting nonsense.
Excuse me, sir, I am telling the truth this time. I'm not lying. I used to be a gardener. Every flower I care for turns out splendid. The Foreseer stops what he's doing. The sharpness of his gaze pierces me, trying to gouge the truth from my head. Did I offend you? He looks away. With a lift of his finger, the ice on my body begins to melt. My punishment is over? Without any support, I fall to my knees. Same girl. This new Zayne myth got me falling to my knees too. From a demigod to deity, what an upgrade. Must have been the wind.
If you desire it, then I shall indulge you.
Now it's gonna be used for other things. The Foreseer closes his book. The words of gold dissipate, and the room is plunged into darkness. Is it time for the ritual? Ritual time. Listen, I've seen the ritual now. Once my eyes readjust to my surroundings, the Foreseer has already descended from his throne.
Come, then.
You don't have to ask me twice. Cobra. The consummation. I follow him, climbing the spiral staircase of the tower. I'm out of breath by the time we reach the top. Meanwhile, the Foreseer is unfazed. I hadn't even looked at chat yet, and I knew what you guys are going to say. Zayne, would you like to read a silent poem, mayhaps? I fulfill the ritual. It's a must. I shall do what I must. It's for the greater good, Ada. In the distance, snow-covered mountains are like white seashells. Impossible. I was not brought here to admire the scenery. I suddenly notice a tiny white flower bud between the bricks. Why is a jasmine growing in a place like this? The Foreseer's frigid gaze observes my every action. I carefully examine the bud. There's something wrong with it. I doubt it'll bloom anytime soon.
Will you be able to care for it?
I consider the possibilities, but the Foreseer seems to predict my next action. He moves towards me, looking into my eyes.
Answer me.
Okay. Yeah, of course. It's a miracle for anything to grow here. Without a competent gardener tending to it, the bud will inevitably die. I emphasize the phrase, tend to it, and glance at the Foreseer's expression. He gazes at the bud and touches its small leaves.
If this jasmine blooms, you may leave the tower with your livelihood intact.
I'm not sure if I'm imagining things, but it seems the Foreseer holds the jasmine in higher regard than I. For now, in order to buy myself time and an opportunity, I have to say yes. All right, I agree to your terms. Oops, sorry, Zayne and Jen. Bye, Dolly. Okay, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I'm creating the summoning circle now to bring forth this mighty deity to fulfill the ritual. The authority in his voice makes me... Honestly, I would answer him right away. I don't know what I would answer with, but words would be coming out of my mouth. Chapter 2. I stare at my reflection in the mirror. There, on my bosom, are blue marks engraved in my flesh, like cracks that would appear if someone wedged their blade into the frosted ground. My mouth would be too busy, honestly. Same, though. It's a symptom of that disease. Crioriasis. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. A rare, strange disease. Physicians have only recorded a few cases in old textbooks. To summon the deity so we can complete the ritual. The infected will inevitably lose consciousness and be unable to move as if frozen solid. Wait a second. I wonder... Oh, that has to be this. Oh my gosh, I got chills. Okay. Only the Creatio Protocore from the Tower of Thorns can remove it. To make that peculiar jasmine bloom, this is my chance. I hit a nose where I'm going. Foreshadowing is real. It is. Oh. I just thought because you forget. Oh no. We're already starting, you guys. I need to befriend the Foreseer, so he lets down his guard. Only then will I be able to approach the Creatio Protocore. Why does the jasmine, or why does the Foreseer care so much about that jasmine? I need to investigate. Yeah, it's... The following morning, I examine every part of the tower. Every decoration in the tower is beautiful, but each one lacks character. They possess the same aloofness as the Foreseer himself. It appears they are trying to frighten strangers. This place is huge. You must be in your prime to find the Foreseer. Having found a silver bottle, I fill it with water. Once I reach the top of the tower, I see him. His back is turned to me, yet I'm on edge. You are not here to supervise me, correct? It could be.
It appears your confidence is lacking.
My confidence is not wanting in the least. As I hurry to water the jasmine, I begin to pray. Oh, fairest jasmine, my life is in your leaves. Don't partake in the sweetness of death. From the pinnacle of the tower, I spy a group of people walking along the mountain path. They resemble ants that fell into a desert of salt. Power, it would mean the Creatio Protocore is her power. Then why does Astra not want her to have it? I was just thinking that, Ada, honestly. If there are others here to distract the Foreseer, it will be to my advantage. I point at the tiny figures. Are they here to receive your prophecies? The Foreseer glances at them. With his right hand, he writes a series of silver symbols. Kind of assumed that the Creatio Protocore was a type of aether core that she was supposed to take in order to... So kind of like Xavier is what Xavier was trying to do for her. Ada. The fact that she is collecting the aether cores and getting stronger does show us that the cores are probably her power. But then where is her aether core from Rafayel? And where is her aether core from... Who else is she missing? Oh, Caleb's? Xavier stole it from Astra and gave it to her. That could be the connection between all of them, is Astra. I'm just saying. Okay, we can go ahead and continue. The Foreseer glances at them. With his right hand, he writes a series of silver symbols in the air. Okay, the fact that he can write silver symbols in the air also proves that him and whoever the God of Annihilation are basically the same person. I'm just saying. Because of that little thing that he was trying to write or make for her. I do love Xavier hunting Astra down to beat over the back out to steal her, of course. Foreseer gave her the Creator Protocore at the end of this myth, and she absorbed it. Yeah. But maybe she's still... I don't know. There's so much. There's so many questions already. We're only in chapter 2, and there's already so many questions. Suddenly, a blizzard befalls us. It swallows the mountain path, and the people disappear behind a blanket of white. Are you trying to kill them?
After getting lost in the snow, they'll have no choice but to turn back. Their survival is but a guarantee.
While I was already impressed by his previous demonstration of magic, this is the first time I've been stunned by the Foreseer's power. Do you despise the requests for prophecies?
Fate cannot be changed. Instead of acknowledging this truth, humans still fight against it.
That statement could be a bitter statement from him trying to change. No, my God. The Edge of Continuum is going to destroy us all. I can already feel it.
Especially when their future is not what they hoped it would be.
As he speaks, the Foreseer glances at me. I lower my head, pretending to agree with him. I understand. I will focus on tending to the jasmine and not ask about my future. Even if it's meaningless, I'm not going down without a fight. I just hope my resignation will help me gain the Foreseer's trust. Several days pass. I have already memorized my daily routine for taking care of the jasmine. I could do it in my sleep. In the morning, I hum as I take my silver bottle to the tower's pinnacle. There, I see the Foreseer gazing at the sky. Good morning, Foreseer. Oh, he's breathing. He's doing Zayne breathing. Hesitating, I look up to see the sky free of clouds, serene azure reaching far and wide. Do you need someone to listen to your musings?
Silence.
Okay. Hi, handsome.
Gardeners do not require mouths to work.
But you like the sound of my voice. I silently water the jasmine and observe the foreseer who is acting strange. The breathing does stuff to me, it does. Suddenly, the sky is filled with the cries of birds. I'm shocked by what I see. Thousands and thousands of silvery white birds fly towards the Tower of Thorns. Galen silence is so good. The sky is covered in a shroud of crystalline feathers, clear as frost in the morning sun. They shimmer like a nebula within reach. What are they?
Arcticyons.
The foreseer raises a hand. One of the birds lands on it, seemingly answering his summon, and happily chirps. Does it know you?
They pass the tower every year when they migrate.
The foreseer looks at the little bird, his expression full of the warmth one would greet an old friend with.
Alas, that was eons ago.
I have never laid my eyes upon a creature as stunning as the Arcticyons.
Your hand.
Reluctantly, no, MC, we don't reluctant this. We give him our hand, full stop. Reluctantly, I hold it out, and he places his hand on top of mine. I panic and pull back my hand.
Don't be afraid. Humans are the least of their concern.
I'm not afraid. I love Zayne and birds. I know. His hand, warmer than I imagined it to be, gently grabs my palm. The silvery white bird hops from the foreseer's hand to mine. Its feathers reflect the color of the sky, deceptively depicting a light, brilliant blue. Oh yeah, he gets a bird in that one too. It's lovely. I guess you don't just stay secluded indoors and read all the time.
So that is the conclusion you arrived at while resting in ice.
It's because I'm curious about the Foreseer. Your name appears in the Tome of the Foreseer, but the text only speaks of you as Astra's tool. I don't think its accounts are accurate. The Foreseer remains expressionless.
Astra does not write his own story. The imagination of mortals is what remains in the sands of time.
The Foreseer lets go of my hand, and the Arcticyon returns to its flock. Quietly, he watches them fly away, bidding them farewell. I have to admit, you aren't as merciless as Winter. You care about the jasmine, and you remember to wait for the Arcticyons once you're able to move. The coldness of the Foreseer's gaze returns.
You are not here to study my behavior. Your wild curiosity almost led to your demise.
Listen, I like when my MCs have a wild curiosity and imagination, even Even Grimm said I have a wild imagination, okay? There was so much there. One thing that Maz put in her thing was the birds as well in the trailer. And I have a feeling there are a lot of things that we may or may not see in this new myth. And part of me hopes that we do see the birds, which is why the one bird remembers him. There's so much. Not gonna lie, at least in this myth, MC lives with Zayne, and they always build a routine. Husband material, I'm telling you. But like, I feel like there's going to be I already feel like there's going to be so many. There's a sticker to those gold birth. Yeah, I'm so glad we're reading this because I really feel like there's going to be a lot of references to this. I'm so excited. I know, I'm really excited to see callbacks. Okay, chapter 3. While the Foreseer checks the Jasmine every day, it's not enough to get closer to him or the Creatio Protocore. I need to spend more time with him. Same though. Today, after watering the jasmine, I purposefully walk by the throne room. I see the Foreseer is reading. It's a wonderful morning, Foreseer. Have you paid a visit to the jasmine?
What do you want?
I don't want anything. Why would I?
You never passed the throne room after watering the flower.
He actually noticed. Did you know today is Whisson Day? Whisson Day?
I have heard of it.
Where I come from, everyone prays to Astra by lighting sky candles. We do not pray to Astra in this community. If I catch any of you ladies praying to Astra, you are booted from this community. Yes, let's snuggle up to him. I made one with a few scraps of paper. Very simple, but tonight, the Foreseer looks up from his book.
I don't do such things.
He certainly knows how to silence me with a single sentence. As night watches over me, I climb to the top of the tower with my sky candle. I wait, but the Foreseer has yet to reveal himself. Can we burn Astra an effigy? Yes. The only time the word Astra is uttered in Pure Malice is in Pure Malice. The only God of Annihilation is the God of Annihilation. Amen. He's not going to join me. Of course, he's the Foreseer. With Astra's blessing, he sees prayers as a waste of time. I light the candle, and its weak flames shine. A small glimmer. Oh, omniscient Astra the Almighty, please don't let me become like ice. There are so many places I wish to visit, things I wish to do. Please, I want to live a little longer. I whisper my wish and let go of the sky candle. I watch as it floats into the air. When it reaches a person's height, it breaks, flutters, and falls to the ground. Has Astra denied my wish? Yes, because he's a piece of shit. I kneel down and I'm kind of heartbroken for MC, though. I kind of want to cry. I kneel down and silently pick up the scattered pieces. I turn my head in the direction of the footsteps. Under the cloudless sky, radiant moonlight illuminates a figure. It casts a glow as white as snow on those blue robes. Screw Astra. Mention of Astra. Astra literally crumpled her wish and threw it back. He did! Astra is a warden MC. Need to pray to the God of Annihilation instead. He really did. That's what it feels like, is that he was like, your stupid wish, here, take it back. I don't want it. I force myself to smile. 'Tis a good joke. Or even Astra thinks my wishes are ridiculous. He told me to give up.
For him to hear you, I suggest using a sturdier vessel.
An iridescence glitters in my hand and materializes into a lantern of frost. Is this ice? You can set it aflame?
That would be determined by your fervent hope.
Still hesitant, I light the ice lantern. The fire flickers before the lantern is engulfed, ice turning a warm orange. How do I let the wind carry it? The Foreseer's face is lit up by the ice lantern's display of color. Fire has brought warmth to his frigid gaze. He draws a few symbols in the air, and almost immediately the lantern in my hand comes to life. It floats to a greater height. I've never seen a sky candle like this. I thought you didn't celebrate Wishin's Day.
I wasn't lying. However, it just so happens a few lights are needed for tonight.
The symbols the Foreseer has drawn begin to transform into ice lanterns that soar into the air. Above the tower's pinnacle, countless lit ice lanterns fill the night sky. I gawk at the spectacle right before my very eyes. It's gorgeous. Will Astra hear my wish with so many lanterns?
Only he knows.
That's a no. The Foreseer heads towards the stairs. You're just gonna leave? Why don't you make a wish?
There is nothing for me to wish from Astra.
Zayne already knows. He does find her antics endearing. He hates Astra. There's like, even if his memories are lost or whatever, he just knows, like, it's a deep core seated rooted thing. He hates Astra. There's no way he loves Astra or likes Astra. The bitterness, I know. He leaves without so much as appraising me with a glance. The Foreseer is kind, despite his appearance. But if he learns of his unwitting assistance in helping me wish for the Creatio Protocore, he would find it absurd. Yeah, he despises Astra. Well, Astra is still punishing him actively. That's true. But part of me wonders if he, earlier I said, does he not feel emotion. Well, Astra probably punishes him for feeling any emotion, so he just kind of turns it off. But I wonder if he even realizes, like, why he hates Astra. Or if it's just something that he just realizes that he has, or if it's something that he... Well, I guess he punishes him regardless of what he does. So I would assume that he just hates him because of what he does to him. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We're gonna be my favorite character now! Under my care, the jasmine bud grows bigger by the day. I am happy, but also nervous. According to my expertise, the jasmine will bloom in less than a week. I don't have much time. Astra knows the destruction Zayne will bring if he does get his power back, if God of Annihilation is his past self or beginning. That's true. So he would, like, any sort of defiance, even the littlest bit, Astra would take that to a point where he would, like, destroy him or, like, actively punish him. So I could see why he would, like, you know, back to what Lady said, he is actively punishing him for, like, literally any reason, just to keep him at bay. He seems so given up on feeling anything and just accepts this is what it is. Yeah, it does add a lot of context now for why Astra likely hates Zayne so much. Jazz. I've also learned that other than reading and checking on the jasmine, the Foreseer stays at a location hidden behind an ordinary door in the basement. What does he do there? Is the Creatio Protocore located there? When the Foreseer disappears behind the door again, I pretend to lose my way and follow after him. What greets me is unbelievable. A sight to behold. Behind that door is a library. The ceiling, nowhere to be found. Bookshelves stretch as far as the eye can see. Does the Foreseer obtain his books from here? How can he find anything in a place like this? I don't even know where he is. My mumbles activate some sort of switch. Ice materializes beneath my feet and carries me into the air. I did too, Ada. I was like, Jazz. I love Jazz. The mystery of how he acquires his books has been solved. I feel as if I'm lost in a sea of books. For shelf after shelf is filled to the brim with them. I love Jazz so much. Jazz is such a small character, but everybody loves Jazz so much. The ice stops in front of a bookshelf. I'm a good distance off the ground. He's not here. The ice doesn't move. I carefully grab the book right in front of me. Its title is Philos's Floral Inquiry. I open the book and see the pages about jasmines has been read the most. Jasmines again. Why is this flower so important to him? Is it just because he wants the one atop the tower to bloom? Reading the notes, I tried to piece together an answer. When I turned to the title page, there is a single word on it. Zayne. Zayne? Who is this Zayne?
He is the person you seek.
Oh. Jazz is like Grayson to Dr. Zayne. We love them. I turn around. On a platform of ice, the Foreseer stands behind me. His steadfast gaze sends a chill down my spine. I had no intention of intruding, Foreseer. The ice kidnapped me.
Are you claiming the frost coerced you?
I take a step back, forgetting I'm standing on a sheet of ice. My foot touches nothing. Help! In a moment, I go from descending to being caught in the air.
Expressing your regret does not require theatrics.
Are you mocking me? I find that hard to believe. His eyes, their depths seemingly immeasurable, are close to my face. The Foreseer carries me to the ground. I come to my senses and lower my head. You can let go. It was good that you were present. It must be dangerous to acquire your books like this.
Likewise, 'tis dangerous to push one's duty onto others.
No, he likes you, sweetie. Others? An ice cluster appears in front of me and slowly spins. The ice at my feet? Is this its original form? Are you its creator?
'Twas not the work of magic, but a phantasm.
The Foreseer taps the ice cluster.
Carrying her to the higher shelves without a reason was your doing. Am I wrong?
It unfurls and blooms like jasmine. Ice particles ripple around us. Does it understand our language?
We are like-minded in our distaste for lies.
Oh. Jazz is our child. Though part of me is still in disbelief, the Foreseer's spells and this library's very existence are starting to convince me that what I've experienced is real. My apologies. I snuck in because I wanted to know what you did here. The ice heard me talk to myself, so it flew me up there. The phantasmal jasmine runs circles around me before leaping into my hand.
Your forgiveness is boundless, for better or worse.
It accepts my apology? Ice gathers under me again, and it lifts me into the air. I stumble. I'm about to fall again. Yet another piece of ice appears beneath my foot, steadying me. Jazz, Pie, Shiki are all our children. Our special Pookie baby. Babies. Who's the oldest? You forgot Bai. Bai is the oldest. I walk around, excitement in every step. 'Tis like having a platform at my command. Incredible! It knows what I'm about to do.
The individual subconscious is also a form of energy. It can sense even the smallest of changes.
May I name it Jazz? It was reminiscent of Jasmine when it unfurled.
You and the phantasm should decide. I am but a witness.
I stop before the Foreseer. With my icy platform, I can look him straight in the eye. Then May I call you Zayne? With a piercing gaze, he stares at me. A name defines a person. It is important, I would think. I am unable to read his expression. Hi, Mina.
Do what you must.
You know what? I wonder if Jazz and the Baizee had something to do with each other. Oh, that would be interesting. I want to see more of the Baizee. The marriage card. I know. Zayne. I stand in front of the mirror, mumbling Zayne's name under my breath. I mean, I'm gonna be saying a lot more later. See, but okay. All my mind can focus on is him in the library, watching me scurry about. I encroached on his territory by sneaking into the library. Why didn't he lash out? Does he trust me now? The ice marks on my chest are reflected in the mirror, tendrils spreading and twisting, approaching my collarbone. My time is nearing its end. Try to scream. She's practicing. That knows all words off of his boot in some ways. At this time, an idea presents itself. Since Jazz took me to the Foreseer in the library, could I also use it to obtain the Creator Protocol? I shall say his name. I mean, he does want us to say his name. Jazz, are you here? I call out to it. The sound of swirling ice reverberates in the air. The cluster of ice manifests and makes an arc in the air to greet me. You're here. Jazz, I have a request. Could you take me to the Foreseer's scepter? That's right, I remember this one. The phantasm stops moving. By Astra's eyes, does Jazz know my true purpose? I wish to... Before I can fully explain myself, Jazz expands and lunges at me. Am I destined to perish in the cold? Inhales a lot of air. Before I can utter a scream, I realize the crystals phased through my body. There's only darkness. The Foreseer's scepter. Oops. Our beauty child. Yes, take you to your father. The faint sound of running water catches my attention. Where am I? A distance away, I can make out an indigo spark. That surely must be the Creator Protocol. Thank you, Jazz. As the light is within my reach, I take note of my surroundings. Steam escapes from behind a dark-colored curtain. Moonlight shines through the curtain, landing on Zayne's shoulders and revealing the drops of water running along his back. Why was I brought to the Foreseer's bedchambers? I must take my leave before he notices. I hold my breath and take one step back. Zayne turns around, and our gazes meet. Vita. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but I swear on my name that Jazz brought me here. Maybe the turmoil in my mind is playing tricks, but Zayne is unperturbed. With the slight curl of his finger, the steam around us turns into a white cloth that hangs around his waist. And with another wave of his hand, an unseen force pulls me in his direction. I'm standing before him.
What brings you here?
It depends on whether you're going to send me away or not on what I say next. Missed opportunity to put him in the I know! His hair, his face, his chest, all wet from the water. I'm unable to avert my gaze, and I feel a rising heat on my face. But what is more astounding is the number of scars etched on Zayne's body. I thought the jasmine was about to bloom. I was unaware you were bathing. Having coughed up a pitiful excuse, I close my eyes. I sense the invisible force is gone. I open my eyes, and Zayne is putting on his robe.
No one could have predicted Jazz to be unwavering in its loyalty to you. However, I expected as much. It knows only of us, and thus considers you a friend.
Are you gonna punish Jazz? It only indulged in my whimsy.
Should I punish you in its stead?
Punishment time? Zayne's unwavering gaze meets my eyes. If the jasmine meets something terrible as I sit in an icy prison for 3 days and 3 nights...
Worry not. Punishment awaits.
If you aren't finished, Zayne, yes, I need punishment. What do you mean? Are you going to kill me after the jasmine blooms?
Is a horrible death the only consequence you can think of? I have no interest in taking the life of another.
I wonder... Hold this note. Hold this sentence in your brains, ladies. He's the God of Annihilation next. Is it for this reason you will let me leave?
You should decide that for yourself.
No. You should tell me what you want at this point in time, because what I want and what you want may be 2 completely different things. With a wave of Zayne's hand, I am pushed out of his bedchamber by an unseen force. See, that is why you need to tell me what you want, because I would have chosen to stay. I'm just saying. Depends on how he carries out Annihilation. That's true. It'll be interesting to see how he carries out the Annihilation part of the things, though. In all honesty. Ovary Annihilator. Let me get cozy in your bed, Zayne. Zayne will catch me if I'm anywhere near the Creatio Protocore. And the more I learn of Zayne, the greater the mystery enshrouding him. Those scars etched into his flesh. Someone has stabbed him. Yet no one else lives in this tower. How could he have been wounded? He is also blessed, quote unquote, by Astra, who could be powerful enough to injure him. MC, I'm gonna need you to think about this for a second. My curiosity extends beyond our current relationship. In other words, we will never be given an answer. The very next day, I visit the library at midnight. Jazz takes me to the same shelf that has Philos, Floral Inquiry. Astra! Is Zayne always reading this book? Everything is connected to the jasmine. When I catch you, Astra. I open the book and study the text, paying special attention to pages with notes left by Zayne. Once again, Jasmine appears. How is it related to all this? I read his note out loud, and responding to my voice, the pages begin to glow. Oh, what is happening? So, are we all in agreement also, just so I make sure that I'm thinking of this correctly, that that's the fractal library? We're all in agreement that that's the fractal library? Or is that just me assuming that's the fractal library? When my vision returns, I find myself in a sea of white flowers. The sun's golden rays shine on this field of jasmines. Except the flowers aren't in bloom. They are all flower buds. I agree. Okay. It's funny that out of everything Zayne is fixated on, it's the jasmine. The obsession in this myth. Yeah. Yes. I think that's pretty much confirmed that it's the same fractal. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was on the same page as everybody else and I wasn't like off in my own brain. Nearby, a familiar figure. Its watcher, I presume, observes this field. Zayne? Why are you here? Where are we? Yes, it might be part of the fractal library. Okay. Did he call it that in the myth? No, but I think it's confirmed that all of anything that's library library to Zayne is technically like the fractal library. So anytime we see a library that's in conjunction with Zayne is the fractal library. I think it's just a connection that people are making. Zayne turns to look at me, confusion in his expression.
Have we met before? Who are you?
As I approach him, I realize his body is but a mirage. Sunlight passes through his robes. His appearance is that of Zayne's, but he lacks the Foreseer's frigid character.
Through what means did you enter this place?
I was just reading Am I in the book?
You stand in an illusion crafted by words and words alone.
Then what are you? A corner of his mouth curls up.
A lowly wraith.
The sight of Zayne's face smiling was the last thing I thought I'd see in my life. Then again, I've met Jazz. I have slowly come to accept these bizarre events. Were you the one who planted these jasmines?
They are more than mere flowers.
They are phantasms? As I ask him, I touch one of the buds. An image appears in my mind. Zayne lowers his head to kiss the jasmine. What?
My memories.
I wonder if we're gonna get an image of him kissing a flower in the new myth.
Or perhaps it would be better to say they are the jasmines in my memories.
I touch another one. This time, I see Zayne in an unfamiliar garb, but slowly lowering his head to kiss the flower. Why does the Zayne in this memory? He appears from another era.
Each one is my life of another time.
Is your destiny and the jasmine intertwined?
All I can recall is my end with that moment.
You know what I saw?
Again and again and again, like a cycle. I do not remember what happens after. Therefore, these buds can never blossom. 'Tis why I bring each one here.
I stare at the seemingly endless ocean of flower buds. If each one represents a memory without an end, then how many are there? I recall Zayne's note. Once again, Jasmine appears. Isn't the Foreseer able to see the fate of everyone in the world?
He cannot see his own.
I hope the future myth will have that in a... Oh my gosh, that would be so beautiful. The Wraith, seemingly moments away from dissipating into sunlight, looks into the distance.
Such is Astra's will.
I leave the library and slowly climb the staircase. My thoughts still linger on the book's illusion. I reach the top of the tower, and there, Zayne stands in the moon's immaculate glow, thinking deeply while gazing at the jasmine. I understand its significance to him now. He's pinning his desire to remember onto the flower bud.
You are not forbidden from entering the library, but you cannot venture there as you please.
Zayne, have you ever considered leaving the tower? Zayne looks at me, his emotions inexplicable.
What text did you find to make you ask such a thing?
Maybe these jasmines represent the outside. Zayne lifts his hand, and I am abruptly pulled towards him. His hand grasps my throat, his wintry gaze meeting mine.
Your insolence reveals itself. Allow me to remind you of your place.
Fear spreads through me, through my very being. All of a sudden, the Creatio protocore on his scepter releases an eerie indigo light. Frowning, Zayne relaxes his grip and pushes me away.
Stand back.
Zayne?
Stay away from me.
Before I can do anything, a myriad of brambles sprout and slither with serpentine precision towards Zayne. What are these things? Seemingly alive, the brambles ensnare Zayne's entire body and dig into his limbs and torso. It's exactly like our first meeting, when he was bound to the throne. Do we think this was Astra taking over his body? Oh, it could be. I didn't even think about that. But also, you know what I also probably got to it too, is that Zayne tends to panic when something is getting ready to happen to MC. And part of me wondered that the shift in personas might have also been him, like, panicking that she found out what was happening. And then as soon as she said, "Have you ever thought of leaving?" he was like, "Oh shit." Like, now Astra's gonna punish me for thinking about leaving. The Dawnbreaker vibe. It is definitely Dawnbreaker vibe also. I don't know. It's hard to say. Are they preventing you from leaving? He does. But also when he says get back, it was like he didn't want her to be around him, so Astra couldn't hurt her through it. Yeah. I remember Astra does make Zayne punish himself. Yeah. It's just, like, where did the brambles come from? I think he realizes that awoken an emotion inside of him, and he is going to punish. Yeah. I never thought of it like that. The oh shit moment. Yeah. Like, it was like, it feels more like an oh shit moment for me. Like oh crap, she mentioned the one thing that I'd been punished for before, so now I have to make sure she doesn't get punished because I'm getting ready to be punished. So, like, instead of holding on to her to, like, for her to experience the brambles, he's like, no, stay back because now I'm getting ready to be punished because you mentioned. Because Astra would be evil enough to punish Zayne for something else someone else said. But it could be both also. It could be what Lady said. I think the brambles are tied to the tower and Astra's power. Yeah. She might be caught in the crossfire. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I'm wondering if, like, maybe the first half could be what Lady said, which is, like, he's mad because, like, he's, like, halfway being controlled by Astra/Dawnbreaker. But then, like, her saying, "Have you ever thought of leaving?" kind of snaps him out of it. And then he's like, oh, crap. Either way, I do think Astra is definitely shutting down his thought process here. Yeah. So I definitely think that as well. And I feel like there's, like, maybe even a combination of the two of it. Because Zayne wouldn't place his hands on her, which is the part where I think Lady is correct, because why would he place his hands on her neck in the first place? Like, even if he was mad, he wouldn't do that. But then, like, somehow he manages to break free from it and then is like, get back, because then the brambles are starting to come. And maybe Astra planned on ensnaring her and Zayne in the brambles at the same time so that Zayne could watch Astra, like, basically drain the life from her eyes. His gaze is cold as winter's sting.
The Foreseer cannot set foot outside the Tower of Thorns.
One of the brambles rushes for me. It scrapes my arm, a line of blood as proof. Zayne lifts his finger. Ice appears and shields me from the brambles. See, because like now the brambles are... Okay. Now I have to back up. I feel like the way Astra... You know what? I have to go back to what Lady said, because I think Lady is correct in that this is the Dawnbreaker. But I think Zayne is conscious during this while he's being punished. But it's Dawnbreaker holding his body, or Astra holding his body captive, basically, so that he can punish him without Zayne, like, fighting back. So I'm wondering here if it's like, if the consciousnesses right now are fighting each other. Oh, no, I definitely think Zayne is conscious of this. Yeah. That's part of the punishment. Yeah.
A few swipes is all it needs to take your life.
I remember the Cradio protocore glowed when I talked about being outside the tower. Is it because I suggested you to leave this place? Your wounds, they're from the brambles.
He is warning us.
Astra? I realize only Astra could perpetually freeze him. The Cradio protocore is his method to keep an eye on the Foreseer. Not only does Astra punish any attempts to leave the tower, but even the mere thought of it is also intolerable. You've attempted to leave the tower, yes? That's why Astra punished you.
I have no recollections of such.
I'm sorry. I wasn't aware. I assumed you didn't want to leave.
You've begged enough for forgiveness. Destiny's guiding hand may have brought you here, but it is time to abandon your curiosity.
The brambles seemed to have calmed down and disappeared into smoke. If not for my wounded arm, I would have assumed I was dreaming.
There will be a solar eclipse tomorrow. I must wait at the tower's pinnacle for the prophecy. Unless I tell you, you are prohibited from entering.
Yeah, because he did say he remembered most of it. I think Zayne is conscious for the most part when Dawnbreaker takes over. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Astra gifted one of his eyes to the Foreseer. By walking the winding path of time, did the Foreseer understand its passing. This is the power of a god. Philos' tome of the Foreseer. Again, the moon and sun mentioned in Zayne. Yeah. Oh, there is supposed to be music. Okay. I somehow lost my music. We stayed too long on that. The moon masks the sun, and only the golden ring remains. A beam of light strikes the Cradio protocore. Light reflects off it, forming chaos and patterns of disorder, which is brought into the hands of the Foreseer. Ancient symbols gradually appear as he pieces together a puzzle. Astra's will has presented itself, and the Foreseer's indifferent facade reveals a hint of indignation as he as he too is imprisoned by the prophecy. Astra has spoken. Those who defy fate are sinners and shall be punished by him. So then the next question is why is Astra punishing Zayne specifically? I'm totally tired of waiting for us. Why is it Zayne specifically that he's punishing? Is that something that we're going to learn in this next myth? I would assume that's what we're going to learn in this next myth. Now we can theorize probably without the music running out. I think that is the answer we will get in the new myth. Okay, that's what I'm thinking also, is that that's the answer that we will be getting in the new myth. Is why Zayne specifically? Because he's not punishing MC for any reason. He's using MC as a conduit to punish Zayne. In his PV, it said something about gods venturing into forbidden territory. That's true. I wonder, it has to be, I feel like Zayne originally was a very defiant person and always dared to defy fate. And so Astra got pissed at him for it when he wandered into the tower and unlocked him in there. Maybe that's the punishment. He's not a god anymore. And he also seems to know that it would be bad for him, for Zayne and MC to be together. Like they create something much more powerful that Astra can't defy in the beginning, for some reason anyways. Astra, you know what it sounds like is, and I maybe everyone has already come to this conclusion before me, but it sounds like Astra is more afraid of Zayne and what Zayne and MC could do or accomplish that would basically like throw him from godhood. My theory is he probably ventured into the tower searching to change his own fate, and that's how he got permanently locked into the tower. Well, so at the end of the PV, they're in the tower. So, or at least that's the assumption that everyone has come to, is that they're in the tower at the end of the PV. Yeah, there's so much. There's going to be so much associated with this. Maybe he went there as a doctor because of... Well, and that's what... Yeah, to help his wife. Well, and those are the missing pieces, is that we're not sure how that all comes to be. That's going to be like part of the whole myth. When I open my eyes, I find myself lying on the floor of my room. Moonlight cascades onto the empty bed. Yeah, two scheming gods would definitely be threatening for Astra. Yeah, exactly. Did MC die in the broken down desert? I'm not sure exactly where in the PV. It felt like it was outside, but it could be inside too. I don't know. I only recall being overwhelmed by a strange feeling at dawn. Was I unconscious for the whole day? I look in the mirror. The marks have already reached my neck. My clothes won't be able to hide them now. If I take the Creatio Protocore, will the Foreseer still be Zayne? And if he isn't the Foreseer, he's doomed to be trapped in the tower forever. Does that make him a prisoner? Nobody knows what kind of god Astra is. I don't want to hurt Zayne, but I can't die like this. She technically didn't die because he said their reunion, so he knows they will always find each other. Astra knocked out my internet. No! Astra's pissed. What if I told Zayne the true extent of my illness? I enter the library. Ice appears in front of me, forming an arc. Jazz? Is the Foreseer here? The phantasm sways from left to right. He isn't. You and the Foreseer dislike lies. Would he ever forgive someone who has lied to him? Jazz sways in an agitated manner. Of course. He wouldn't forgive me then. Jazz hears sorrow in my voice, and a platform of ice appears under my feet, lifting me up. More ice appears, shimmering and glittering. It's trying to comfort me. Thanks, Jazz. I sit on the ice, traveling between the endless rows of shelves. Has Zayne read all these books here? Honestly, just a side tangent. If I was sad and a phantasmal ice platform lifted me up and I sat down on the platform ice and it just slowly took me through library shelves while I was sad, I don't know if I'd be sad anymore. I wonder what the Foreseer does when he's upset. Then again, he just might scowl regardless of his mood. As I mumble to myself, it begins to snow. I am in awe, watching snow descend like flower petals dancing in the wind. A few snowflakes fall onto my hand. They sparkle like crystals and do not melt. What are they?
Were you not the one asking about what I do when I'm upset?
That would be a fantastic experience, wouldn't it? I don't think I'd ever be sad anymore. It's like taking a baby on a car ride. just let me sit and you can float me around. It always seems like there's something preventing them from communicating. But in the new myth, they seem to have a beneficial relationship. Yep. I hear a calm voice from below. I sit on the floating platform as Zayne stands at the door looking at me. So it is possible. Was the prophecy not to your liking?
It matters not. Only a true envoy of the king can deliver it.
You are mocking me again. You aren't upset then. Zayne lifts a finger. The ice carries me down to him. He looks me in the eye.
And you? What do you do?
I think of the flowers I planted as they sway in the breeze. I dance.
I thought humans only dance when they are happy.
Not all of them. The more upset I am, the more I try to move around. Zayne glances at me, then holds out his hand.
May I?
Yes. Are you requesting a dance? Here?
We will both feel better if we dance under the snow.
I hesitantly look at Zayne. His expression is reminiscent of a merciless blizzard, as per usual.
Would you prefer we do something else?
We can dance. Your Majesty, make me... The warmth of Zayne's hand spreads from my fingers to the rest of my body. In the tower's library, we waltz. Snowflakes gently flutter about, and we step on the jasmine-shaped ice. Everything has led to this precious moment. We gaze into each other's eyes, our hands touching, our steps synchronized. You've lived here by yourself since the beginning. Who taught you how to dance? This can't be your first time.
Perhaps my body still remembers the motions from the past.
Are you referring to your other lives?
The Foreseer cannot truly die, so your description isn't right.
Zayne looks at me, but he's gazing into a time long gone. What is it like remembering things from another era?
It is no different than being in a never-ending snowstorm.
I watch Zayne, the lonesome air surrounding him. Though we are in the same room, moving at the same rhythm, he is a dreamer whose dream may soon come to an end. I squeeze his hand. If the snowfall is eternal, find someone to dance with you. At the very least, the two of you will be happy. Zayne's gaze sweeps across me like a feather brushing across my cheek. I did the Luzio version. I have it.
You don't seem to be upset anymore.
Our dance would be better with some music. Following the rhythm of our footsteps, I start to hum. My voice echoes within the library.
You always hum this melody when watering the jasmine.
So you've noticed.
Will you sing for me?
To the afterglow cries cosmic demise. Our world is deceptive amber paradise. In these sands of time, my frozen bouquet awaits. With your gaze so full of wonder, I hold 4 jasmines asunder. His secrets revealed. Hark the bard, O legends unfold. This distant tale they sing to you. Unspoken desires, sincere and true. A jasmine in time's embrace. A fragrant aria, a moment's grace. No, lady. If he is the future, his story isn't done. He still has to fulfill his promise. Yeah, it's, I wonder, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of what we're seeing, now. Again. Like, she's asking him who taught him how to dance. I bet we're going to see another dancing scene. I bet we're going to see a dancing scene with MC. So there it is. I think I think we're going to get another dance scene in this new one. Maybe not like Iceborne Warmth, but we are gonna get another dancing scene. I need more dancing scenes with them. I really think that we're gonna get a lot of what's in here in the new one. I think even more than Xavier's, I think there's gonna be a lot of connections. Thing is, Astra, objectively speaking, if he really wanted to prevent us from meeting, he could have interfered all before. Like, we spent a long time trudging to the tower, and he did nothing. I think that's part of his punishment to Zayne. It's not about us. It's about Zayne and about torturing Zayne. He could keep us in here or he's going to keep us in the tower. Oh, he seems to be so many parallels. Zayne's feels more like a full continuous. Like, I feel like we're missing a lot of Zayne's stuff, like a lot of Zayne's in-betweens, which I think this new myth is going to convey a lot of. But I feel like Zayne's is just one continuous string of I don't know, his life. I know that's like, you know, Xavier's arguably could be in Rafayel's, and all of them are sort of one continuous life. But somehow Zayne's, like, his very being, it feels like exactly like what the fractal library is all of these branches, and he's the pinpoint. And Zayne is just always who Zayne is all the time. I don't know how to explain it differently from the other guys. I hope you guys are getting what I mean, because I know all of the guys are all the same as they are, and Xavier's sort of, instead of staying, I think that's how I'm going to explain it. Instead of staying in one place, Xavier moves, and Xavier's constantly moving throughout these different points in time. Whereas Zayne, what it feels like is he stays in one place as the world moves around him. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Is that instead of him moving like the rest of the guys, he stays in one place, which is the fractal library, and everything else moves around him. And he sort of just, Astra in a way has kept him stuck. Like the timeline that is linear multiverse. Yeah. I don't know if that made sense better. But that's kind of how it feels with Zayne. Like Zayne in particular is just that. That's an interesting way to put it, but yeah, that makes sense. Zayne is like a point. Yeah, like Zayne is a point. Like Xavier has gone from Philos to Cinder's Fell to the new Philos through the tunnel, you know, and all these other places. So he's not exactly like a point in time, but Zayne almost feels more. Again, there we go. He is the point in time because he's on a continuous cycle. Yeah. Because he legit said he doesn't die. However, he does not have his memories. Right. But I think something is going to happen in the new myth, that sort of is that caveat to where he becomes like this point in time, rather than like a forward moving person. Because the fractal library still... But then, see, and then that doesn't explain, like, if he were to go back into the... Okay, that's where I'm going to go with this. Him being out of the fractal library causes him to move forward instead. And I think when he is in the fractal library, because the fractal library is a point in time, that makes Zayne a point in time. So that's where I'm sitting with how Zayne is in general as him. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but I feel like that's a lot of the questions that are going to get answered in this new myth is like, why is Zayne a point in time rather than like a forward moving energy? I don't know, just a little tangent. It's gonna fill in the blanks, hence the name. Yeah, right. Where are we on? The Raph and Xavier ones did a lot to fill in the blanks, so I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure this one's gonna fill in a lot of blanks also. It's just really going to be. For some reason, I'm very interested in Zayne's in particular. I think because not only do we have a lot to fill in, but his feels just kind of a little bit different than the other guys's. Fractal Library's administrator was waiting for Zayne as the owner of the library. Right, but he said it's been 7 years. In 7 years, which means he made a deal 7 years ago for him to exit the Fractal Library. But that doesn't explain, like, he was a kid, or he has memories that he was a kid, and his parents. I think that's another ones that we're gonna have filled in. Well, his story is kind of always been a little different, but same. I am very interested. Yeah. This is going to be kind of a strange thing too, and I might be looking way too far into it, but partly why Zayne's feels kind of different is that while he has parents, and it's mentioned that he like was a childhood friend of MC's and that he hurt MC as a kid and all of this. Oh, maybe, yeah. Is that the others feel like they grew up. Like Rafayel talks about a lot of his time as a child, as a Lemurian and stuff like that. And we experience Xavier, going through with his mom and his parents and growing up and the stories that he told. And we actually experience it in his previous myth. But while Zayne has parents, or his parents, it almost feels like Zayne just kind of appeared as an adult rather than growing up. And they talk about like him being a prodigy at 14 and all of this kind of stuff, but it just feels kind of strange that he, like in my brain, he just sort of appeared somehow. Like he's always been 27. He's never actually been a child. Zayne cannot recall the first time the Jasmine appeared. I don't know, just a weird thought. This question. Zayne was probably the kid that grew up so quickly. An old soul. I mean, maybe it could be the old soul. He can't just have a child's body if he has a continuum. But they did show us pictures of him as a baby and Zany the Penguin. Oh, yeah. But what about Zany the Penguin? Okay, yeah, okay. I've been proven wrong. You're right. It still feels kind of weird, but you're right. Ever since he took upon the mantle of Foreseer, the Tower of Thorns has always been home to the jasmine that never bloomed. It is like a riddle forever waiting to be solved. Or maybe it's a metaphor for his fragmented memories. The jasmine's existence is an unremovable thorn, a reminder of his past and of his failure to remember who he is. Zayne dreams the same dream. It is one he has dreamt of many, many times. He kisses the jasmine bud, and then his entire being sinks into darkness. Zayne? Yet he hears her voice cutting through the shadows. Why does her voice sound as if it's from the jasmine itself and from the distant past? And won't let us meet the in-laws. Zayne waits for the darkness to swallow him once more. Yet when he opens his eyes, the jasmine he kissed in his dreams has turned into the face of a girl. I do wonder if the current timeline is the only time he's respawned as a child, though. And his parents found him in one of their safari tours in the snow somewhere and took him. Oh, maybe. The one parents meet up with. Yeah. Zayne? I frantically knock on Zayne's door. Time passes before Zayne opens it. He appears to have just woken up, his eyes hazy with sleep. I thought you were normally awake at this hour. Zayne doesn't respond. He only looks at me, as if I were a stranger. Never mind. Follow me. Brimming with excitement, I grab Zayne's sleeve. I am surprised he lets himself be dragged out of his bedchamber. The man just exists. I bring Zayne to the top of the tower. In the joyous glow of the sun, the jasmine's trembling petals unfurl one after another. Zayne, the jasmine has bloomed. I check Zayne's expression, curious about his reaction. His eyes hold a burning spark as he looks at me. What? Haven't you been looking forward to this? Zayne lowers his gaze, suppressing the light in his eyes. It seems he's looking at the jasmine and me.
At last.
Well, am I not a skilled gardener?
You were late.
Huh? When not a single blade of grass grows here, but a strange jasmine, you don't need a gardener?
Hence why it only bloomed in your presence.
Don't shower me with praise. Now you're making it sound like it was bound to happen. Deep in thought, Zayne stares at me. Have I offended you again? Why are you looking at me like that? His gaze shifts to my hand, still holding his sleeve. Oh, I'm sorry. I was too excited. As I let go, Zayne grabs my hand.
This is not a mere coincidence.
What?
You are not the first to step foot in the Tower of Thorns. No one has been able to make the jasmine bloom. Only you have succeeded.
Something about his voice makes my heart beat more quickly. What is it? You're not your usual self.
You're right.
Zayne hesitates, an indescribable emotion flooding his eyes.
Allow me to take you to another place.
To where? You said I could leave once the jasmine blooms, did you not?
Do you want to leave now?
No. Do I? Do I want to steal the Creatio Protocore? Make Zayne lose his powers and leave him imprisoned in the tower forever? No. I don't want him to be perpetually frozen anymore. But I will die, won't I? Are his jasmines his way of finding MC? Actually, I kind of like that, Ada. It is very fairy tale coded. I never expected Zayne to take me to the field of jasmines and Philos floral inquiry. Under the warm sunlight, we walk amongst the sea of flowers. Zayne? He turns to me. The expression on his face is familiar, yet unfamiliar. It's my favorite track. It's unfamiliar because of how different the Foreseer and I are. The distance between us a chasm, but the current him reminds me of the Wraith. I don't understand. Is the person in front of me real or an illusion? Why did you bring me here, Zayne? Zayne's eyes shimmer like a lake on a midsummer's day.
I wish to confirm something.
What is there to confirm? He cups my cheek, seemingly losing himself in my eyes. His gaze shines bright. My heart is racing, violently beating in my chest.
That I won't lose you again.
But then, a suffocating indigo is all I see. The blinding light consumes my vision, while my heart feels like it's being crushed. I clutch my chest and faint. Why am I giving this to you? The answer is right in front of you. Zayne, no. Stop. I love him so much. He's so I know. We're getting to the end, guys. That means the sadness is about to start. Cradled in Zayne's arms, the girl lies still, her cold warmth lingering. The body he's holding cannot be considered one that belongs to a mortal. Under her clothes, blue lines manifest at an alarming rate. Astra warns the Foreseer in the form of an eerie indigo gleam from the Creatio Protocore on his scepter. The Foreseer is forbidden from peeking into his own destiny. or else Astra shall give unto him the sweetness of death's embrace. Even so, the Foreseer must see the future of this girl whose fate is deeply intertwined with his. Following Destiny's golden thread, guys, guys, he unveils truths hidden in enigmatic mist. Guys. I'm like screaming. Along his long journey, he has met this girl time and time again. He falls in love with her, becomes a witness to her changing fate, and watches her die. Astra's tool can never fall in love. And so Astra manipulates his memories of her, plunging them into an incomprehensible, apparently I can't say that word, mystery. A jasmine bud that never blooms and is out of reach. I slowly opened my eyes. I'm really excited for this, May, guys. Why am I here? Before fainting, I remember a flash of indigo light and Zayne's concerned expression. Did Zayne put me here? How long was I asleep? I struggle to stand up before staggering out of the room. Zayne? Damn you, Astra, messing with my man. Actually, who slighted Astra so bad that he can't let anyone be happy? Honestly. You know what? I'm just gonna say it's Zayne. Zayne's Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm gonna lean on that Astra was in love with MC and Zayne stole her, and now he's pissed. I search every part of the tower, but Zayne is nowhere to be seen. Astra. He doesn't deserve a sob story, though. It's true. I managed to find a hidden staircase. I climb each step and find a door at the end. I can hear noises from inside the room. You know what, though? He doesn't deserve MC. Welcome back, Dolly. Astra is Caleb confirmed. No. Dolly about ready to fight you, Ada. Be careful. Pushing open the heavy door, I see Zayne shackled to the wall in the corner of the room. This is his prison. Look, Caleb has an Astra toaster. From the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the ice approaches, hounding like a living, ravenous beast. Black as night, it glows in its glow is ominous. Zayne? Oh, what happened to you? With not a tinge of emotion, Zayne's eyes are scarlet. Oh, no, this is definitely someone is under. Oh my god, my heart. Oh my god. His hand emits a white glow, and he clenches it. The black ice suddenly elongates and stabs his body. Why are you hurting yourself?
Astra's punishment.
I realize his body is moving on its own. I remember when I accidentally appeared in Zayne's bedchamber. Once he had come out of the bath, scars covered his body. Were those the result of his self-inflicted injuries?
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
I'm so stressed.
I cannot die. This agony I've experienced before.
But Zayne's, I know Zayne's breathing. I'm trying not to think of that, Ada. This is supposed to be sad. Get those ice crystals out of him.
I can't stop the ice. You'll get injured.
I'm sorry, babe. I don't mean to hurt you. Resonate, MC. Resonate. I know.
The ice will not relent. Leave this place. Please.
Oh, maybe this is the first instance of... What if she's kind of resonating with him now?
Why didn't you leave? Compared to the previous trespassers of the tower, you truly are the most audacious.
The black ice has ceased its movement, but the prison is still cold. I just had a thought. Where did it go? What was it? I don't remember. It must not be. I don't know. I had a thought about Zayne and his new myth, but now it's like gone. So I unshackle Zayne's hand. Seeing his bloodied wrist, sorrow wells up in my heart. Zayne, I approached you so I could take the Creatio Protocore, but...
I know. While you were unconscious, I divined your fate and the reason you visited the tower.
But why did he punish you? Zayne's gaze is calm.
Our fates are intertwined.
What?
I bear the name of Foreseer, so Astra punished me for defying my own fate.
My hand is held in his palm, stained with blood.
Come then.
I need to give him another hug. I know. All right, guys, we're on the last one. Are we ready? It's only sadness from here. I wish I could remember what I was going to say about Zayne. Oh, I know what it was. It was not anything important. I hope that we get to see some emotion from Zayne in his new myth. Let's go, Zayne's pain. I want to hear him use his voice. Like, part of me hopes that at the end we get to hear him do like a sadness scream. Like, even more than Galen's scream. That's okay, Dolly. Here, I wonder if in the wedding banner, maybe. That's the only thing I wanted. That was what I wanted to say. Is that I hope that we get an emotional scream. Same though. I want much Zayne pain in that. Yeah, I don't. I do, but I don't. Okay. Zayne and I stand atop the tower once more. Under gentle moonlight, the jasmine wilts petal by petal. They fall to the ground like paper, ready to scatter to the wind. How? It shouldn't be wilting already. I pick up the fallen petals. Fathomless sadness washes over me.
Before, you were willing to defy Astra to free me.
I've made my choice. I'm more relieved than scared. Standing up, I look Zayne in the eyes. I no longer feel the pain or fear the pain caused by my illness or inevitable death. I also don't need a mirrored. Need to be mirrored in indecision. When I saw you being tortured in the prison. With Zayne's placid gaze, a sliver of emotion escapes, flashing in his eyes.
You should have taken the Creatio Protocore.
It is good writing. But you must tell me your answer.
My answer?
Back in the illusion, you wanted to ensure you wouldn't lose me again. So, are you certain now? Zayne is startled at first, but then he slowly smiles.
I too made my choice back in that prison.
Light flashes in Zayne's hand, and his scepter appears.
Your illness stems from your resonance with the Creatio Protocore.
He moves the scepter, and the Creatio Protocore glows brightly when it touches my arm. Then he takes the scepter, drags it along my arm to my chest.
The Creatio Protocore grows stronger by draining away your very life.
This is very reminiscent of Philos. It's just, yeah. I feel my strength fading away. My heart struggles to keep beating. Yet rather than be afraid, I'm anxious. What are you doing?
This would be your fate after meeting me.
Zayne stares at me, a strange determination in his eye. I agree, Ada. I only want eternal happiness. He lifts his hand, and the Creatio Protocore floats from his scepter to his palm. Zayne, I don't want the Creatio Protocore anymore. Light bursts out from it, refulgent enough to illuminate all of the tower. In Zayne's hand, white light encapsulates the Creatio Protocore.
The power of Astra can curse destiny itself. And it can be used to ruin his plans.
Okay, I think we need to hold on to this information as well, because I feel like it's going to be kind of important for the next one. The Creatio Protocore's light is contained in the crystalline sphere. He puts it against my chest, and it dissipates into my heart. Power floods in, coursing through every part of my body. It's so cool. Zayne. A warm light flows from Zayne's hands into me, encouraging my weakened heart to beat once more. Frost starts to creep along Zayne's face. The tower begins to shake, its foundation crumble. Serpentine ice crystals emerge, lunging towards me and Zayne. Zayne embraces me, and the light from his hand shields me from the ice. Why? I wasn't gonna live much longer. Accompanying a desperate resolve is a deep pain in Zayne's eyes.
Your destiny is not written in stone.
The ice embed themselves into Zayne's back. Zayne!
I won't forget you. Not this time.
The light gets brighter and brighter, surrounding me until all I can see is white. Zayne! Zayne! When the light fades, the ice, the tower, the Creatio Protocore are gone. Only a familiar figure stands before me. Zayne! You're hurt!
The Creatio Protocore exists inside you. Astra's power is yours to wield. This place is bound to collapse. I'm here to bid you farewell.
Don't leave me. I want you to stay I want to stay by your side. The tears I've been desperately trying to hold back fall. Zayne's gaze softens.
Don't cry.
I thought you said you didn't want to lose me again.
I will never lose you as long as you are alive and well. The riddle I've struggled with has an answer. At long last, I shall never forget you.
Zayne wipes away my tears.
I wish to end it on my own terms. May I?
He slowly smiles. It is like watching the first sprout break through melting snow. Zayne leans down and kisses me for the first and the last time. Light washes over me, akin to waves lapping the shore. I try to reach out to him, but he smiles and slips away like sand falling between my fingers. Zayne! 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 I sit up and find myself in a field of flowers. Jasmine? The warm sun shines down on them. I'm reminded of the book's illusions. However, these jasmines are in full bloom.
Are you alright, miss?
Where am I? I need to visit the Tower of Thorns.
Don't be silly. There's been a raging blizzard these past few days. All entrances to the mountain have been blocked.
But the Foreseer...
Even he cannot defy Astra. No one knows when the mountain path will be clear. Best you forget about receiving any prophecies.
The tower is but a tiny dot in the distance. I can barely see it. My frozen heart shatters, breaks, splits within a single moment. I lower my head, my tears falling one by one onto the blooming flowers.
Don't cry.
Zayne? Night, Kira. Through the tears, I see a sphere of soft white light.
Promise me you won't cry anymore.
Withered jasmine petals appear in my hand.
Now they shall never wilt.
The fallen petals merge into a single jasmine flower. Ice envelops it, making it as lovely as the day it bloomed.
With this, I will not forget my answer.
A howling blizzard, never seen before, seals all paths leading to the Tower of Thorns. There's no telling if the snowstorm will ever disappear. The mountain and its lord have fallen into an eternal slumber. No one can venture into the tower. No one has ever met the Foreseer since. This legend rests in fathomless rime and snow. Forgotten. How do we feel, ladies? It really does. All right, are we all ready for the next 2 days? Are we ready for the 25th? Did we get all the references that we need? Depressed. I know. Real. Nope. I have a feeling that was good. I remembered things I didn't the first time. I need my Zayne plushie. Go get it, Ada. I think there was a lot of information in there that is definitely going to show up in this third myth. There's no way that you can tell me that there's not going to be.